Amid the rush of modern life, there still exists, deep in Africa, an ancient tribe that has preserved a lifestyle as primal as in prehistoric times, the Hadzabe. For the Hadza people, every hunt is a testament to skill, courage, and harmony with nature. The way they hunt, quiet, patient, and the way they cook, simple yet full of identity, take us back to humanity's origins, to eat in order to survive, and to survive by understanding nature. The bush pig, powerful, stubborn, and unyielding, can turn into a fierce attacker when cornered, armed with razor-sharp tusks and showing no fear of humans. For the Hadzabe hunters, it is one of the most formidable challenges. Before any hunt, preparation of essential tools is indispensable. With knowledge handed down through countless generations, their bows are meticulously crafted, the strings made from tough animal sinew. Arrows are sharpened and their tips coated with poisonous tree resin, making it easier to bring down large and strong prey. Elders quietly pass on what may seem like simple lessons, yet hold deep survival meaning. How to read the wind, how to follow footprints, and how to listen to the unusual calls of birds, the silent language of nature that only the Hadzabe truly understand. When the sun finally rises above the horizon, each hunter stands, slinging their bow over their shoulder. Their eyes turn toward the distant forest, where danger, challenge, and hope for today's meal await. Today, let us explore their bush pig hunting journey and the ancient cooking method that reveals more about the instincts and culture of one of the last surviving ancient tribes on Earth. Let's begin this fascinating adventure together. The footsteps of the Hadzabe fall lightly on the dry earth of the savannah. They move like shadows. A great hunter is not the one who acts the fastest, but the one who knows when to slow down, listening to nature and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. They examine every sign, snapped branches, faint tracks in the soil. To them, every mark could be a clue left by their prey. Drawing from many past hunts, they soon confirm these tracks belong to a bush pig. The group spreads out, each person taking a position. Every movement is gentle and cautious. Bush pigs can detect human scent from far away, so this is the only way to approach them closely. But bush pigs are aggressive when threatened. A single mistake can turn the hunter into the hunted. Suddenly, the birds erupt into frantic calls, shattering the silence. One young hunter stops and signals with his hand. The group instantly changes direction. Arrows are drawn. A poison-tipped arrow whistles through the air. A short grunt echoes from the bushes. A hunter gently pulls his bowstring, eyes fixed on the slightest movement. Under the blazing savanna sun, the hunt enters its most critical moment. where instinct and ancestral experience decide the outcome. The hunters return as the sun begins to turn golden. Even the savannah seems to slow down. The bush pig is placed beside the fire, and the ancient cooking ritual begins. Using sharpened wooden sticks, they skewer and roast the meat over open flames. The smoky, charred aroma fills the air, a seasoning found only here. Laughter echoes, mixed with the excitement of children waiting for the first bite. There is no division, no fighting over food. Every piece is passed around, strengthening the bond of community. Beside the fire, the elders tell stories of hunts long past, of seasons when food was scarce, of how their ancestors taught them to survive in the wild. The younger ones listen, eyes bright, for they know that hunting is not only for eating, but for remembering that humans and nature have never truly been separate. In a world that changes endlessly, the Hadzabe remind us that life is not just about surviving, but about savoring every moment, respecting nature, and living in harmony with it. They live slowly but deeply, connected like one large family, sharing with one another and being grateful for even the smallest gifts life provides. Though the journey ends here, its echoes remain. The greatest lesson the Hadzabe have taught me is that true happiness often lies in balance and gratitude, something modern people have not yet fully mastered. On the lands of Tanzania, the Hadza people and the baboons have coexisted for thousands of years, like two mirrors reflecting each other's instinct to survive. Baboons live in large troops, led by a dominant and highly vigilant male. With the first light of dawn, The troop descends the hills in search of ripe fruit, roots, and insects. They're familiar sources of food, and this is the perfect moment for the Hadza hunters to strike. For generations, the Hadzabe people have quietly observed the baboons, learning to interpret their subtle sounds and gestures. From loud group calls to sharp warning cries, the Hadza have memorized them all, as if learning the secret language of the wild. And because of that, when they hunt, they understand their opponent better than anyone else. Every step, every breath during the hunt must move in rhythm with nature itself, because just one mistake could end the chase before it even begins. Before the hunt begins, the tribe's seasoned hunters gather around the fire, preparing their gear, praying for a successful chase, and sharing their hard-earned wisdom with the younger members to ensure everyone understands the strategy. The preparation is carried out with utmost care, more like a sacred ritual than a simple pre-hunt routine. Arrows adorned with dried bird feathers, tied to the shafts to keep them flying straight and true in the wind. Some tips are coated with deadly plant resin. One precise shot is all it takes to bring down even the largest prey. As dawn breaks, the silhouettes of the Hadzabe quietly leave their camp, ready for the day's hunt. They choose their positions carefully, aligning with the wind, staying focused and cautious so their scent won't betray them. For the Hadzabe, baboons are more than prey. They are teachers, the first to teach them the meaning of vigilance, cunning, and respect. From afar, they watch the baboon troop, silent as shadows under the blazing golden sun. A few young hunters exchange glances, while the leader remains motionless, eyes locked on every movement along the rocky cliffs. The bowstring tightens, and a poison-tipped arrow is ready. A soft twang shatters the silence. The baboon cries out, and chaos erupts. This time, the arrow finds them, brought down by the swift and deadly shot of one Hadzabe hunter. Their joy is not just in the meat they've earned, but in the affirmation of their ancient instinct, proof that they remain skilled hunters, still brave and cunning enough to face one of the savannah's most intelligent and watchful creatures. The hunt is over, and this time, victory belongs to the Hadzabe. When the hunters return to camp, they are greeted with cheers, a gesture of gratitude and respect from their people. The air quickly fills with excitement as everyone prepares for the feast. Some gather ingredients, others tend to the meat. A fire is lit in the open clearing. Thin smoke rises and blends into the twilight sky. A few people toss more dry branches into the flames, while laughter bursts out as the first pieces of meat are laid over the glowing coals. The crackle of fire, the sound of laughter, and the rich aroma of roasting meat fill the air. This is the peaceful rhythm the Hadzabe tribe has preserved for countless generations. No one is in a hurry. There is only the people, the fire, and the food, united in the primal harmony of nature. The Hadzabe gather around the glowing fire, retelling stories of the hunt through bright eyes and warm laughter. When the first pieces of meat are cooked, they offer the best portion to the leader, a symbol of strength, wisdom, and guidance. It is more than a ritual. It is a gesture of reverence for the one who leads them through the struggle for survival. They understand that joy is not only found in food, but in skill, unity, and the shared spirit of life in the wild. And as the flames fade and only red embers remain, the savannah falls silent once more. Tomorrow, when the first light of dawn touches the cliffs, a new hunt will begin, part of the eternal rhythm of life on the savannah.
Everyone in the circle.